this week's Friends and Company. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving last week and didn't eat too much turkey and had a real good time with your family and friends and everything like that. And you know, Thanksgiving's over and it's time to be thinking about Christmas. Of course, we had Santa on last week and we started thinking about Christmas a little early, I guess. But Santa's going to be with us again this week, and he's going to be with us every week until Christmas. And to get us going in the Christmas spirit, first thing you got to have is a Christmas tree. Isn't that right? So we're going to go out and we're going to talk to the folks out at the Optimist Club Christmas tree sale, and we're going to find out how to pick that perfect Christmas tree and how to care for it after you get it home. And also, we've got Don, our cameraman's cousin. His name is Millard Nichols, or most folks call him Pete. And we're going to have him on the show this week. Don's been going by his house every day. It's on the way home, and he's been stopping off there just about every day all during the summer, getting a lot of video footage of Mr. Nichols working on his guitars. He makes guitars and banjos and dulcimers and mandolins and all kinds of musical instruments. He makes them. He's got a little workshop out there at his house, and he makes them out there and from scratch. I mean, from absolute scratch. They are beautiful, so you don't want to miss that. And also he plays, and he plays by ear. He's never had a single lesson in his life, and he plays beautifully. And we're going to have some of that on there too. And then later in the show, we're going to have Santa, and he's going to be going around town talking to some folks and having a real good time with that. So stay with us, and we'll have the Optimist Club tree sale and how to pick that perfect tree right after this.
Cellular phones are more than a passing fad. They've become a way of life for many of us. For business travel, you can have an office on wheels and never worry about missing a sale ever again. For the family, it's peace of mind knowing if an emergency arises, you can call for help. And now you can benefit from calling anywhere in the state with our no-charge local Tennessee statewide service. And check out our low preferred rates in Kentucky. No matter your lifestyle or need, they have a phone system perfect for you at New Wave Cellular, 1047 Mineral Wells Avenue in Paris.
Hi, welcome back to the show. Now we're out here at the Optimist Club tree sale, and it's located out at Ogburn Park in the tennis court area. And with us to talk about picking out that perfect Christmas tree is Mr. Brian Morris. Hi, Mr. Morris. How are you doing today?
Fine.
Beautiful day out here. I heard you say earlier you wished you was crappie fishing.
Yeah, that'd be a good program for today.
Yeah, it sure would. It's the sun is out. It's kind of hard to think about Christmas time right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's just around the corner, and we're getting in the Christmas spirit. And of course, the first thing you need to think about is picking out that perfect tree. Tell us, what do people look for? You've been selling trees here for a long time. When did you start this?
1988.
1988. So you've been selling lots of trees over the years. What do people look for when they're picking out a tree?
Well, a lot of the people like the long needle white pine, and we have those in various heights up to about 8 feet, and price from 22 up to about 40, I believe. And then we have the short needle fir, balsam fir, and we have some of those trees up to 12, 13 feet high.
Oh, okay. So it's
cathedral
probably
ceilings higher.
So would the main thing you need to consider to begin with is your height of
Space
the
needs, yes.
Yeah, how big an area you want to fill up. Okay. Have you ever had anybody take a tree home and bring it back and say, this won't work?
No, we haven't had that.
I know when I first got married, my husband and I, we were trying to economize. We went out and chopped down a cedar tree for our Christmas tree, and boy did we guess wrong. We looked at it and said, oh, it's perfect, and we got it in, and it was like that much too tall, you know. And so I think when you're outside looking at them, it's kind of hard to determine in your mind just what size you need. So you've got them all measured and everything, and you can pretty well tell.
The heights are on the tagged on the bottom of the tree boughs.
Okay, well that's real good. Now, what do people need to do as far as caring for their trees once they get them home?
Well, we recommend they cut a couple 3 inches off the butt of that tree and get the rosin off of that. And then
now, do you have saws out here where you can do that?
We can cut a tree off for anyone who needs some surgery done on it.
Okay.
The tree, after they're cut, they begin to seal up. The rosin seals up the xylem tissue, and they won't, capillary traction will not work with that sealed up. So you cut that off at a wedge and set it on the bottom of your water pan where it won't seal up. You know, it's got space under there.
It'll keep soaking up that water.
And this year we have a tree preservative that we're selling for a couple of bucks
Oh.
that has a chemical in there to help keep the tree nice and fresh.
Yeah.
It also has a plastic wrapper to when you get ready to dispose of it, just bag it up
Oh, that's
and
nice.
keep the needles off the rug and the carpet and
Yeah,
everything.
and cut down on the mess
Right.
afterwards. Yeah, okay. Well, let's tell everybody what exactly the Optimist Club does. Now, these trees, all the proceeds of the tree sale here goes to the Optimist Club, right?
Right, this is a non-profit organization, civic club, and they work with underprivileged kids, and everything goes right back to the community.
So the money stays right here in Henry
Right.
County for underprivileged children here.
They have buddy nights, and in fact there's a Christmas party coming up for these kids, and they'll all get gifts. They have barbecues through the year and swim parties, and they have a camp out deal for them, and it's just a great thing for these kids.
And this is your main fundraiser, right?
You know, they have a horse show in the summer
Oh,
also.
okay.
Yeah, but this is a big thing
A
right
big
here.
part of it.
Right.
Okay, so when you come and buy a tree out here, then your money is going to a real worthy cause, and it's staying right here in
Right.
Henry County. Well, that's a real good point.
And
Real
they're
good thing that
working
people need to know.
They work with a number of youngsters right now.
Well, that's great. Now, let's tell again what the price range is, and for the different kinds of trees and the sizes and all of that.
We have a price range in small trees from $8 for the balsam fir up to $26 for the big cathedral ceiling type trees. And the long needle white pine runs from about 22 bucks to 40 and up to about 10 feet in height on those.
Okay, well, that's some really good prices. And again, the money goes to a real worthy cause.
Very, very worthy.
Okay, so I guess you want to probably invite everybody to come on down here and pick them out a tree, right?
We sell an awful lot of trees to people out of town from
Oh, do you?
Huntington and Union City. People buy here because they work with, these clubs have worked with somebody's relation through the years.
Yeah.
And it's a repeat thing for us.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Well, thank you for talking with us today.
Well, thank you.
Maybe you'll have enough time at the end of the day to go crappie fishing. How about that?
Well, not until after the 18th. We're open here till the 18th of December.
Oh, okay.
Till 8 o'clock in the evening.
Okay, well, let's tell them the hours. Now, when do you start in the morning?
I open at 9 o'clock and I run it till 4, and then the club members take over and run it till 8 in the evening.
Okay, so anytime from 9 till 8 between now and around December what?
December 18th.
December 18th. Okay, so everybody needs to come on down and get your tree, and then you can get started decorating and really get in the Christmas spirit, right?
Right.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thanks for coming out.
All righty. Stay tuned. We're going to have Pete Nichols right after this, and he's going to tell us all about how he makes guitars.
Send your cards and letters to Santa Claus right here at Friends & Company at 208 North Brewer Street in Paris, Tennessee. Get them out early so Santa can read them on the show.
At Budget TV and VCR service, we have 2 full-time factory-trained technicians to service all brands of TVs and VCRs, as well as stereos, microwaves, and camcorders. We are your authorized warranty station for RCA, GE, and Zenith TVs, VCRs, and projection TVs. We have all of the latest testing equipment and stock a full line of TV and VCR replacement parts. That's Budget TV and VCR service, open 9 till 5 Monday through Friday and 9 till 1 on Saturday, located at 130 East Washington Street in downtown Paris.
Hi, and welcome back to the show. We've been promising you that we was going to have this man on for a long time. This is Pete Nichols, and he's the fellow we've been telling you about that builds the mandolins and guitars and banjos and all kinds of stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, Millard, first of all, or Pete, as you're known around town, thank you for being with us on this week's show. We've had a hard time getting you in here. You're a busy fella, and
Yeah, I'm real busy.
we appreciate you taking time to come by here. Yeah, I understand you have been awfully busy building these instruments. You got a workshop out at your house, I understand.
Little hobby shop.
Yeah.
Little hobby shop.
And Don, our cameraman's been stomping out there along all through the summer, I believe, and getting a little video footage of you kind of as you was going along and building some of these instruments. About how long does it take to build, say, just a regular standard guitar? How long does it take?
About 3 months.
3 months.
About 3.
Okay. About how long do you work on it a day? Just kind of depends.
Yeah, because you do so much, then you glue up something, and you got to go to something else.
Yeah, got to wait and let it set up and all that kind of stuff.
Now, you attend something every year, from what I understand, a bluegrass festival in Owensboro, Kentucky, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You meet a lot of folks up there that are interested in the same things?
Yeah, a lot of pickers, and I didn't meet any builders up there.
Mm-hmm.
They build this for a lot of good people.
Mm-hmm.
Through the years, it becomes almost like family.
Yeah. So you go back every year and meet up with lots of the same old people, huh?
Yeah, and I've had a few of them come visit me down here, too. I made friends with them.
Now, I understand you play these instruments and you play them by ear. Is that correct? And you've never had any lessons or anything?
Mm-hmm.
So you just picked it up and went to picking. I think that's a pretty rare talent. Most people couldn't do that. So you're real fortunate to be able to do that. But now, one year, it wasn't this year, was it last year when you were in Owensboro that a TV crew came out and did a news story on you?
Year before last.
Year before last, okay. And you brought that with you today, and we're going to show everybody that. That is really interesting. I thought they did an excellent job. They got lots of good close-ups and stuff. This is courtesy of Century 21, let me back up, Century TV2 News out of Owensboro, Kentucky.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Thousands of bluegrass fans are pouring into Owensboro this week for the Bluegrass Festival being held this week. Joy Berry caught up with a man from Tennessee who not only plays bluegrass music, he also makes his instruments. Dozens of recreational vehicles have rolled into Owensboro's English Park for this week's 10th annual Bluegrass Homecoming Week. Pete Nichols of Paris, Tennessee is a retired welder. He calls himself a picker, not a musician, and says he can't read music, but he has caught the bug. Now he plays the banjo, dulcimer, and guitar, all by ear.
As he puts him by the hand, oh parson, tell me quickly, will my soul pass to Southland?
Nichols says bluegrass music is his favorite, and he has been coming to this festival for 7 years in a row. Besides playing music, he makes the instruments he picks.
I get some real old wood, plane it out and saw it out, bend it, whatever shape you want, and hope it turns out good.
Nichols is just one of many bluegrass junkies who have traveled hundreds of miles to pick with others and hear the professional musicians perform. The campers at English Park gather in the parking lot in the afternoons and nightly and pick a few tunes for whoever will listen. Joy Berry, Century TV2 News.
Wow, Pete, I'm so impressed. So you're a retired welder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you welded all these years, and do you do any welding in guitar making, or is it mostly wood stuff?
You weld it with glue.
Weld it with glue?
Weld it with glue.
Okay. Now, about how old were you when you started this hobby? Is this something you did while you was working, or is this something you picked up after you retired?
I started building 89.
Mm-hmm.
First instrument I built
Okay.
was a banjo.
Well, what got you inspired to do that? I mean, what made you decide one day just to try to build something like that? Pretty complicated, I would imagine.
Don't really know. I just wanted something I built myself.
Yeah. So what'd you do? Did you write off and get plans or blueprints, or did you just kind of measure one of your instruments?
I got a blueprint and got me a bunch of wood.
Just went at it, huh? How'd that first one turn out?
Pretty good.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that inspired you to try something else, I guess.
I think I built about 7 or 8 banjos.
Oh.
Got tired of building them, so I started building
Uh-huh.
guitars.
Well, do you have any idea about how many of everything you've built through the years?
I built 7 banjos, and I got 2 now that I've been working on for years. 4 guitars, 5 guitars, 4 dobros, 2, 4,
And the harp thing.
2 harps,
2 harps.
about 6 dulcimers, and that's it,
Uh-huh.
I guess.
Wow. Well, that's a lot.
And then country furniture I like to build.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're into furniture making too. Okay. Well, what is the basic difference? I know they're all string instruments. They all have the I don't know what you call it, main part there with a little hole in it, and then you've got your neck, I guess what you call it, your fingerboard thing. You got all of that. But what's the major difference between, say, a dulcimer and a banjo?
Well, dulcimer you lay down in your lap and play it this way.
The sort of on the order of a steel guitar kind of a thing, isn't it? Don't you have a little slide deal
No,
on it?
you use your fingers.
Oh.
The old traditional dulcimer, they used a stick,
Oh.
like a little stick, and they noted the finger. They picked it with a quill.
Oh. Yeah.
And then some people still do that.
Well, I noticed on the video that Don got, he got some really good footage of you putting actually one of those together and the insides, what the inside of it looks like. And it looks like, now I think that was a dulcimer, it might have been a banjo, like 2 circular things with the dowel sticks going around and then the metal piece.
Oh, that's the dobro.
That's a dobro. Okay.
Dobro guitar.
Now on the dobro, does that big metal, do you have to order that or do you make that too or what?
No, you order that.
You have to order that. So there's just lots of it that you probably have to order.
All the metal hardware you order.
Yeah.
The cover plate, the screen hole, the tailpiece,
Mm-hmm.
the cone, the spider, the tuners,
Oh, okay.
and then the rest of it you fabricate yourself.
Mm-hmm. I am amazed, and I'm really amazed at how you take that wood and curve it that way. Now that's a pretty long process. You want to tell us about that? How does that work?
Well, you cut it to width and length you want it. You usually cut it longer than you want it.
Mm-hmm.
And I soak it in the bathtub, hot water,
And about how
And,
long does it have to soak?
about an hour. Usually what? Now I take a pan of hot water and a sponge or a washcloth,
Mm-hmm.
and I got a little heater that I made. And
That big tubular thing? Yeah.
did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. That's neat. So you
Something that
kind of just bend it over there?
Yeah, you put a torch in the back and you get it hot, and then you rock it on there. When it gets hot enough, you can feel it start going, and you move it. And I got a little template that I use, check it, see.
Yeah. Well, that was going to be my next question. How in the world do you know when you've got it just the right shape that you need? Because once it dries, it's pretty much that shape, right? You're not going to be changing it around much.
Once it gets dry, in order to, you can spring it a little bit, move it in and out, but you can't go because it'll break.
Mm-hmm. Now you have a pattern or a mold of some sort that helps you determine your shape to make sure that you've got it all the right shape. Is that right?
Yeah, I got one that I keep with all the guitars I build in pretty much on the same. And the dobro, they're similar to a guitar body, but they're a little fatter. The bout's a little bit different. The body shape. And I got it marked like a dobro mold pattern and a guitar pattern. And you just, as you bend it, you hold it up there and see, you know. And a lot of it's
right curve.
you got to kind of eyeball it.
Well, I was wondering about that because on the inside of the guitar, when you're putting that together and you're putting the, I guess, the support system inside there, I noticed you were chiseling some of that down. Now, is that by measurement or is that just kind of by eye or how do you determine how much to chisel off of that?
We got a blueprint. And I experiment a lot with it. And basically, you go by the blueprint, and then you take more off here and less off there. And they determine the way it sounds when it's complete.
I was going to ask you if that had any effect on the actual sound that
Well,
you
they
get.
call it scalloping the bracing. You scallop it out instead of being just a straight or a curvature in it. You
that kind
it lets it
changes your tone.
vibrate. Yeah, it lets it vibrate different.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a lot of it with me like it's experimental. You know.
So they have different sounds, and I was hearing you talking to somebody else earlier about the age of the instrument makes a lot of difference too. When it's new,
Well,
it has a little different
it does,
sound.
but if it ain't no good when it's new, it won't be no good when it gets old either. You got to have
Can't expect it to get better with age, huh?
no. You got to have a good good quality sound to start with, and then it's like wine. It mellows out with age.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, the fingerboard, I guess is what you call it, the neck of the guitar or banjo or whatever, you do some extraordinary artwork on that. You do inlay, which, you know, I think a lot of people could probably watch the video and go, yeah, okay, I got lots of time. I could make a guitar. But when it gets to that point, I mean, that's pretty crafty to be able to do that. How exactly do you do that? You have to carve the little piece first, or do you cut you out a little hole first, or how does that work?
Well, you saw it out with a saw.
Oh.
A jeweler's saw.
Uh-huh.
And you get a picture out of a book, or if you're a good artist, you can just think up something in your head and you put it on the pearl and you saw it out.
Mm-hmm. I noticed you had done initials on there. Your initials, I guess. And is that hard to, when you're working with something that small and that delicate, do you ever get into where you break a little piece or something and you have to start all over?
Oh, yeah.
Does that happen a lot?
Or a piece will fly out of your finger and you can't find it.
Oh.
Small piece, you got to start all over.
Yeah, I bet that is a pain. And that stuff's pretty expensive.
I've had it fall through the crack in the porch.
Oh.
And it's gone.
Yeah. I don't want to climb under the porch to get it. You never find it.
The porch is all enclosed at the bottom.
Oh, yeah. Well, how much does that stuff cost, and where in the world do you get that at? And it's
well,
what do you use? Like mother of pearl or something?
Mother of pearl and abalone. Comes from shells from the ocean. And it depends on where you buy it. Some places $28 an ounce, some places $32.
An ounce? Wow, that's pretty expensive. But how much does it take for one little cutout about? How many can you get out of an ounce?
With a pearl, you get about 7 or 8 pieces, an inch by an inch and a half long. That's an ounce.
Gosh.
And you have a lot of waste.
Yeah. So you have to what? Shave it down pretty thin? It comes in a block?
It comes in different, like 40 and 50 thousand thick when you get it.
Oh, so you have your thickness already there. Well, that's good. Now, what kind of special tools do you have? Now, you told us about the, what do you call the thing where the heat runs through it and it's curved and it helps you get your
Just a bender.
shape? Now, did you invent that? Did you kind of come up with that on your own?
No. You can buy them, but they're $100 and something. They're control the thermostat. And I went to Paul Copeland's and bought me a piece of conduit, aluminum conduit, and made mine.
Made your own. Well, you just are a crafty fella, aren't you? What other special tools do you have to have? You were talking about the jeweler's saw, and I imagine you have to have a lot of the little bitty tools to do this.
Yeah, you need a good sharp wood chisel, bandsaw. It's helpful. Then the jeweler's blades, they're different that you cut your pearl with. And then a little Dremel router that you inlay it with, that you route the wood out with.
Now that's probably pretty time consuming doing that, isn't it?
Yeah, well, all of it's time consuming.
So you cut your little inlay piece out first, and then you, what, trace around it on your, and then cut out your little hole?
You scrap around it. You have to do it that way in order to know what size hole.
Yeah. You don't want to get your hole too big, but if you do, what do you do if you mess up?
You fill it in with a little dust.
Now, you were telling me earlier about when you use this wood dust to fill in, you have to use a certain type of wood. You want to tell us why you have to do that?
Well, if you was like inlaying in rosewood, you wouldn't want to put ebony, black dust in there. So I usually got scrap rosewood, and I'll take some fine sandpaper or file, and get you some dust off the same type wood that you're inlaying in. If it's,
and I understand they sell that, but you make your own dust, right?
Yeah.
You save your own dust from when you're...
There's usually a lot of sanding going on, so you just keep it clean. Don't get any dirt, or any other kind of sawdust or anything. And I put it in little tobacco cans and mark it with a piece of tape. Ebony dust, rosewood dust.
Yeah. Now, what all kinds of woods do you use?
I've been building a lot out of cherry. Cherry wood.
Oh, I bet they're really pretty.
And it finishes good, and it's good has good resonant sound.
Mm-hmm. Now, where do you buy your wood? Do you build it with one kind of wood and then put like a covering over it, or how do you do that?
No, I usually finish mine natural.
Uh-huh.
If I use cherry, I don't stain it.
Mm-hmm.
Put lacquer finish on it.
Yeah. How many coats of lacquer finish do you use?
7, 8, 9 coats.
Oh, they are so pretty. Do you sand between and all of that?
Got sand between, and when you get through, you buff it out. Hand buff it, and it gives it gloss.
Now, you have an excellent finish on that. I bet your furniture is beautiful, too. I wish you'd brought us some pictures of some of your furniture you've made.
Well, furniture you don't put, I put varnish on it. It gives that old,
yeah,
what do they call it?
country.
Quaker.
Look. Yeah,
Quaker stuff.
yeah. Boy, I love the finish on these instruments. They are so shiny, and they just have a deepness, a depth to it. Now, does that affect the sound at all, how you finish it out on the outside?
Yeah, you wouldn't want to put varnish on
Oh.
a guitar. It, like you would on, excuse me, like you would on furniture.
Mm-hmm.
You sand the biggest part of your finish back off. That's where you get the smooth.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, now, something else that we need to mention is that you appear on a Roseanne Cash video. And the name of the song is the Tennessee Flat Top Box, right? How did that come about? Tell us the story about that.
Well, one year in Owensboro, where a bunch of us standing around jamming, and everybody and their brother goes around those cameras on their shoulder. So people was coming by shooting, and then a few months later, the video came out, and it just happened to have me and some of my friends jamming up there at Owensboro in the park, Old English Park. And then the scenes are from other bluegrass festivals. All the background campers and people picking was from other bluegrass festivals.
So they just sent a camera crew around to the bluegrass festivals and got them all kinds of footage to use on her video, right? Didn't even have to pay the actors anything.
Nobody got anything.
Didn't even let you know you was going to be on CMT.
It was nice to see you,
Well, I'll have to watch that video, and maybe we can get our hands on that video. I understand something happened, and we didn't get a copy of it, but Don says he thinks his son's got it, and he's going to try to get us a copy of it, and maybe we'll close out the show with that and get a real good look at this fella, so you'll be able to pick him out on the video.
You won't see much of me on that video.
Won't see much of you, so you got to look quick, huh?
A hat, see my hat and my hands.
And let's show them your hands. You got unique hands. That way you'll be able to pick them out. Yeah, put them down there so the camera can see.
That's about all you'll see.
Okay. And I understand, too, that somebody recognized you by your hands.
Yeah, guy in Memphis called me.
Because of your tattoos.
Yeah.
And you said, hey, lots of folks have tattoos like that, right?
Yeah, but he said, I know yours.
He'd seen you play, knew your hands.
And I switched over on the channel, TNN channel, and there it was.
And you saw it. Yeah. Well, you're a celebrity in our midst, and we appreciate you coming by and talking to us today. And you just drop by any time, and I'm anxious to see your instruments firsthand. So we're going to say goodbye right now, but stay tuned because we're going to come back later in the show, and we're going to have Pete play some for us. That be okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, stay with us, and we'll be back with more right after this.
You're watching Friends and Company on Paris Cablevision Local Channel 3.
Hey, boys and girls, send your cards and letters to Santa Claus right here at Friends and Company at 208 North Brewer Street in Paris.
Something, and he kind of reminds me of somebody, some white-bearded, red-outfitted guy. What's his name? Yeah, Santa, that's the name. But you know, the real Santa's going to be here. He's going to be right here on Friends and Company right after this.
Cellular phones are more than a passing fad. They've become a way of life for many of us. For business travel, you can have an office on wheels and never worry about missing a sale ever again. For the family, it's peace of mind knowing if an emergency arises, you can call for help. And now you can benefit from calling anywhere in the state with our no-charge local Tennessee statewide service. And check out our low preferred rates in Kentucky. No matter your lifestyle or need, they have a phone system perfect for you at New Wave Cellular, 1047 Mineral Wells Avenue in Paris.
And look who we've got here, folks, straight from the North Pole. Boy, you can really pass. We're going to do a little ditty for you, and I bet you've heard it before. And get you in the Christmas spirit. It's called Jingle Bells.
Jingle bells.
Hit it, Pete.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Over the hills we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to sing a sweet song tonight. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Good job.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
That was good.
Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane.
At Budget TV and VCR service, we have 2 full-time factory-trained technicians to service all brands of TVs and VCRs, as well as stereos, microwaves, and camcorders. We are your authorized warranty station for RCA, GE, and Zenith TVs, VCRs, and projection TVs. We have all of the latest testing equipment and stock a full line of TV and VCR replacement parts. That's Budget TV and VCR service, open 9 till 5 Monday through Friday and 9 till 1 on Saturday, located at 130 East Washington Street in downtown Paris. Santa, come here and sit on Santa's knee. You're a fine-looking little girl. What's your name?
Chelsea.
Huh?
Chelsea.
Kelsey. Well, what do you want for Christmas, huh?
Baby rabbit.
A baby rabbit? A baby rabbit. Okay, anything else you want? Have you been good this year? You have? You got up a Christmas tree for Santa? You hadn't got up a Christmas tree? You gonna put up one? Okay, you be good. You mind Mama? Mom and Daddy? Okay, you be a good girl. Okay, I'll see you Christmas Eve. Bye-bye. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. I hear a siren. I think they're coming after Santa.
Just chicken milk.
Well, you want some cars and trucks, or you like computers?
That's good.
Can you tell me what you'd like to have for Christmas? Oh! Heather, what do you like to have for Christmas?
Rollerblades.
Rollerblades, okay. Is that all you want? What else you'd like to have? A Barbie doll, okay. Old Santa, he's got a lot of them Barbie dolls. I've been bringing them to little boys and girls for years and years. Do you know this little girl down here?
That's my sister.
That's your little sister. Well, wonder what little sister wants. What do you want old Santa to bring you for Christmas?
A Barbie doll.
A Barbie doll, too? Well, I tell you what, have y'all been good boys, good girls this year? Okay, y'all gonna leave Santa something to eat under the Christmas tree?
Yeah.
You got up your Christmas tree yet? You hadn't, but you'll get one up, won't you? Okay, well, you leave old Santa something to eat because I need a lot of energy on Christmas Eve night, okay? Okay, bye-bye. Merry Christmas. Come here and talk to Santa. How in the world you doing?
Fine.
Your name's Erica? You been good this year? You have? Well, what is it you wanting for Christmas?
I want a new bike.
A new bike, okay. What color you want?
Pink.
A pink bicycle, okay. Old Santa, he's got some of them. I'll see if I can fix you up on Christmas Eve. You gonna leave Santa something to eat under the tree? Okay, old Santa likes apple pies and chocolate cake and nuts, and you just leave me something, a glass of milk or something. Old Santa has to have a lot of energy on Christmas Eve night. I got a lot of places to go and a long trip to make. You be good. You got a little sister? Well, where's she at?
She won't come over here. She's scared.
Oh, she's scared of Santa Claus? Well, old Santa, he wouldn't hurt a little kid, you know. Is that your little sister there and your mom? Well, I tell you what, can you get her to come over here? Come, you want to talk to Santa? She's a pretty little girl. What's her name?
Emily.
Emily? You want to talk to Santa Claus? Hmm? You want to talk to Santa? You're a pretty little girl. What do you want Santa to bring you for Christmas, huh? You want a baby doll? Okay. Y'all are fine-looking girls.
Thank you.
Y'all be good, mind Mom and Daddy, okay? And old Santa, he'll see you on Christmas Eve. Okay? You be good. Merry Christmas. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas.
When the heavens thunder, when the nation calls, you can make a difference and be a part of it all. If you're able to pay the price, you can. Willing to sacrifice, you can. Adventure, helping, service in the Army National Guard, you can.
Find yourself in the Army National Guard, serving 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year, and you'll find an extra paycheck, money for college, and all the adventure you can handle. It's a great way to serve your country and community. Call 1-800-GO-GUARD.
If you're ready to pass the test, you can. An American at your best, you can. Adventure, helping, service in the Army National Guard. In the Army National Guard, you can.
Cellular phones are more than a passing fad. They've become a way of life for many of us. For business travel, you can have an office on wheels and never worry about missing a sale ever again. For the family, it's peace of mind knowing if an emergency arises, you can call for help. And now you can benefit from calling anywhere in the state with our no-charge local Tennessee statewide service. And check out our low preferred rates in Kentucky. No matter your lifestyle or need, they have a phone system perfect for you at New Wave Cellular, 1047 Mineral Wells Avenue in Paris.
You gonna leave Santa something to eat on Christmas Eve? Leave Santa something to eat on Christmas Eve, because I have to have a lot of energy to go to all the little boys and girls' houses on Christmas Eve. I got a long trip to make. You be a good boy and mind Mom and Daddy, okay?
Oh, bye-bye.
How old are you?
2.
2 years old?
Oh, bye-bye.
Okay, I'll see you Christmas Eve. Bye-bye.
Oh, bye-bye.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Dad. Bye-bye. Bye. Come here and sit on Santa's knee, okay? Yeah, they got a picture of me on that candle down there. They got pictures of me all over the place. You want to sit up here on Santa's knee? Come on, sit on Santa's knee. Okay? We'll find out what's your name, huh? Ooh, he's a heavy little boy. What's your name? Well, can you tell me what you want for Christmas? Huh? Tell me what you want for Christmas. Mom, do you know what he wants for Christmas? He wants everything. I tell you what, I'll pick out something that you'll really like for Christmas, okay? I'll bring you something on Christmas Eve. He just sees all kind of stuff around here he wants. You be a good boy, okay? You're a good-looking boy. You know it? How old are you? 2? Well, you're a fine-looking boy. You be good. Old Santa loves you. Bye-bye. Have a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Looky here, man, she don't mind coming over here and talk. Let's sit on Santa's knee. What is your name, huh?
Kirby.
Huh?
Kirby.
Kirby? That's a pretty name. What do you want for Christmas, Kirby? A bicycle? Mama said you want a bicycle.
I want a bat.
Is there anything else you want? You want anything besides a bicycle?
Doll?
You want a doll? You want a Barbie doll? I'll tell you.
I don't have a lot of Barbie dolls.
You don't have a lot of Barbie dolls, okay?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, you do.
Well,
She loves Barbie dolls.
old Santa likes little girls like you. You're a pretty little girl. Do you know it?
And I don't have Star Castle.
You don't have a... Okay, you want one of them?
Yes, Star Castle.
A Star Castle. I tell you, old Santa, he'll see what all he can put on his list to bring you on Christmas Eve, okay? I'll bring you some things you'll really like, okay? You be a good little girl and you mind Mom and Daddy, okay? All right, Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Santa. Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye, old Santa will see you on Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas. What y'all wanting for Christmas? Have you thought about it? Have you been good this year? Mind Mom and Daddy? Clean your room up and get your homework and all that stuff? Well, that's good. Old Santa, he likes little boys and girls that do what their parents ask them to do and do their homework. And I tell you what, you be a good girl and old Santa will see you on Christmas Eve, okay? You gonna leave Santa something to eat? Santa likes pecan pies and chocolate cake and oranges and apples and all kind of stuff like that. Nuts. You want to leave Santa some of that? Okay. You're a pretty little girl. Do you know it? You like Santa's old beard? You do? I've been growing this a long time. Okay? You be good and old Santa will see you Christmas Eve. Bye-bye. Come here and talk to Santa. You want to ring Santa's bells? Huh? Come here and tell Santa what you want for Christmas, okay? Tell Santa what you'd like to have for Christmas, okay? Well, you're a pretty little girl.
Say thank you.
What's your name?
Say
What?
Meredith.
Meredith? That's a pretty name. You be good. Bye-bye. Santa will see you on Christmas Eve night.
Say bye.
Bye-bye.
The Tri-County Talking Community Bulletin Board. It's free, and all you need is a touch-tone phone. In Henry County, dial 644-0638. Hear the time and temperature and press the 3-digit number for the announcement you want to hear. There's many announcements such as weather, school events, movie and concert calendars, daily horoscopes, Kentucky lottery numbers, and TV listings, plus many, many more. Call 644-0638. Remember, it's free, and all you need is a touch-tone phone. It's open 24 hours a day. That number again is 644-0638. Do you have a great show idea? We're looking for interesting hobbies or someone with an unusual story to share. If you have a show idea, call us at 644-9303. Hey, boys and girls, send your cards and letters to Santa Claus. Give him your wish list. Tell him what you want for Christmas, and he'll read it on Friends and Company. Send it to 208 North Brewer Street in Paris.
On a day like today, we pass the time away, writing love letters in the sand. How you laughed when I cried each time I saw the make her love letters from the sand. They vow that you always be true, but somehow that vow means nothing to you. I'm a broken heartache, every wave that breaks over love letters in the sand. Well, the sunshine kissed the sand.
You got super, but you want a Nintendo 64. Okay. I'll write that down.
Super Mario 64.
Okay. Now, is that all? Is that the main thing you want? You want some more little things too, don't you? You don't? Huh. Well, okay. Well, I tell you, you be good. Come with the little girl in the pink here.
Can we go to this little girl close again?
She had the camera. Come here and talk to Santa.
I'm staying next to you.
Come and talk to Santa. Merry Christmas.
You just stand over there and I'll hold your hand.
Come here and talk to Santa. Oh, Santa ain't gonna hurt you. Now, come up. Why don't you come on over here and sit on my knee, okay? Okay, tell Santa what you want for Christmas.
I want a telephone game.
Look up here at the camera. You're gonna be on TV too. Do you know it? You're gonna be on television. Tell Santa what you want right while we're here on TV, okay?
I want a telephone game.
A telephone game.
I don't know what it's called.
You don't know what it's called. Well, I tell you what. I'll check and find out what the telephone game's. I'll try to bring it to you if I can, okay?
It's a bank telephone.
Oh, okay. Have you been good?
I got a toilet too.
Huh?
All of us got a toilet.
You mind Mom and Daddy? You clean up your room and do your homework and all that? Or you go to school?
Yeah.
Where do you go to school?
Home.
At home? You don't go to school somewhere?
I'm homeschooling.
Oh, okay. Well, I bet you're a smart little girl. You got on a pretty little shirt. You know it? Well, you have a Merry Christmas. Santa will see you Christmas Eve. And we're going to have to talk to Sister again over here, okay? Come here, Sister. Now, what was your name again?
Katie Hartley.
Okay. And what was it you told me a while ago what you wanted for Christmas? Now, tell me again.
Oh, what was it? That,
Look up here at the TV camera. This is on TV.
That 101 Dalmatian.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. I wrote that down on my list a while ago. Okay, what else you want?
And the telephone game is called 28 something.
28 something. Okay, I've got a list. I'll look and see what that game's called, okay?
Okay.
And I think I've got some of them left. Is that all you want? Where do you go to school at?
Home.
Oh, you homeschooling too, huh? Oh, okay. You look like you're a smart girl.
Thank you.
I bet you do everything your mom and daddy ask you to do, don't you? Or maybe most of the stuff they ask you?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good. You gonna leave Santa something to eat?
Yeah.
What are you gonna leave me? Tell me what you're gonna leave me to eat.
Chocolate chip cookies and some
Milk.
milk.
Chocolate chip cookies and some milk. That's one of Santa's favorite. Chocolate chip cookies and milk. That's one of my favorite things. I like oranges and apples, but chocolate chip cookies is one of my favorites.
Oh.
You be good, okay?
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye. Have a Merry Christmas. I'll see you Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas, Mom. Ho, ho, ho. Want to talk to Santa Claus? This little girl with this long blonde hair. Ain't that pretty? What's your name, huh?
Sam Marie Thompson.
Okay. Do you know what you want Santa Claus to bring you for Christmas this year? Huh? What? Look up here at the camera. We're on television. Do you know that? We're going to be on TV. Tell Santa what you want. You want a Barbie doll, or you do? You like dolls? Do you? You been good this year? You got brothers and sisters? You haven't got no brothers and sisters? Oh, you do what Mama asked you to do? Clean your room up? You go to school? Where do you go?
Sister Elementary.
Oh, I bet you like school, don't you? Okay, well, I tell you what, you be a good girl, and old Santa, he'll be around on Christmas Eve and see you, okay? Bye-bye. Merry Christmas. This little boy's got a picture of me on his shirt there. Come here and talk to Santa. Let's sit up here on Santa's knee. Ooh, he's a heavy boy.
That's because I'm
Look.
growing up.
Look at here. He's got a picture of me on his shirt here. Got some little balls up here on his shirt like I got on my cap back here. What's your name?
Dylan Ray Hollowell.
Well, what do you want for Christmas?
I might want.
Might want what? I didn't hear you.
I'm gonna get that big old dress. My nanny didn't let me wear that dress at Park Move.
Well,
I
okay.
saw it.
Oh, okay. Have you been good?
Yes.
Well, you do what Mom and Daddy ask you to do? Okay. You got a little brother or sister?
Don't leave.
Is that little sister over there? Little brother? Okay. Well, you be good, okay? Bye-bye. I'll see you Christmas Eve night. Bye-bye, y'all. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Come here and sit on Santa's lap, okay? Ooh. You're a fine-looking girl. Do you know it? Got a big, pretty smile. Have you thought about what you want old Santa to bring you for Christmas? It ain't long till Christmas Eve night, and old Santa will be coming around that night. You gonna go to bed early that night? Go to bed real early. Old Santa, he likes to come around when little boys and girls are asleep. He likes to surprise them in the morning when they wake up and they can see what old Santa's left them over the night. What is it you want? Can you tell me what you want for Christmas? Huh?
I want a baby doll.
A baby doll? Okay, is that all you want? Just a baby doll? Okay, what else you want? I'll tell you what, you think about it, okay? You talk to Mom and Daddy before Christmas and tell them to tell Santa what you want, okay? And old Santa, he'll get the message and he'll try to bring you something that you really like on Christmas Eve night, okay? Okay, be a good girl. Where do you go to school at?
Ray.
Ray School. Okay, that's a fine school, ain't it? A lot of good little boys and girls out there, ain't they? Well, you be good. Bye-bye. We'll see you Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
I sell morning paper, sir. My name is Jimmy Brown. Everybody knows that I'm the newsboy of the town. Hear me yelling, Morning Star, running down the street. Got no hat up on my head, no shoes up on my feet.
Cellular phones are more than a passing fad. They've become a way of life for many of us. For business travel, you can have an office on wheels and never worry about missing a sale ever again. For the family, it's peace of mind knowing if an emergency arises, you can call for help. And now you can benefit from calling anywhere in the state with our no-charge local Tennessee statewide service. And check out our low preferred rates in Kentucky. No matter your lifestyle or need, they have a phone system perfect for you at New Wave Cellular, 1047 Mineral Wells Avenue in Paris.
Oh, ain't this a pretty little girl? Oh, Santa, he's getting weak. All these little boys and girls are heavy. What's your name?
Jocelyn. Jocelyn.
Jocelyn? Well, you're a fine-looking little girl. What do you want for Christmas? Huh? Have you thought about it? What you want Santa to bring you for Christmas?
I don't know.
Look right up there at that camera. You can see this on TV if you get Cablevision. You can watch this on television next Thursday and next Sunday. You can see yourself and Santa Claus on television. You mind Mom and Daddy? You got brothers and sisters?
I got a sister but not a brother.
Do you know what your sister wants for Christmas? Huh? I tell you, you be good, okay? You be good, and we'll see you Christmas Eve. You fine looking. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Come here and talk to Santa. Come here and tell Santa sit on Santa's neck. Oh, me. What in the world, what is your name?
Candace.
Candace. Well, Candace, what do you want for Christmas?
I've already got my Christmas present.
You have?
Yes, sir. I got me a car.
You got a car?
Yes, sir.
You don't want Santa to bring you nothing on Christmas Eve?
I don't care.
You need something for your car? You got a stereo in it?
Yes, sir.
You have? Well, you be thinking, if you think of anything, well, you try to let me know before Christmas, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Where you go to school at?
High school.
You go to the high school. You got a boyfriend?
No.
What's his name?
I don't have one.
Oh, you don't have one. You want me to bring you one?
That's okay.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll look around and see if I can find, you know, somebody that would suit you, okay?
Okay.
All right, you be good, okay?
I'm always good.
Oh, you're always good, okay. And well, Santa likes boys and girls. It's always good.
Okay.
Okay. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas.
Santa?
Ho, ho, ho.
Santa? I'm
Just
sorry.
Rudolph?
Yeah, well, not really, it's just me.
Oh, okay.
I hate to have to stop you right here in the middle, but
Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
you know, the old clock says it's 6 o'clock, so we're gonna have to go. It's time for the show to be
But
over.
I ain't ready to go. Old Santa's got a lot of little boys and girls to talk to.
Can you come back next week and talk to us again? We can talk to
Well, it's a long ways to the North Pole.
I know, but could you come back next week?
Well, I'll be back here next week. Okay, it's a long trip, but I'll make it back. I'll see you next week here on Friends and Company.
Okay, all right. Be sure to watch us next week. And I think there's some little guys here that want to come and talk to you.
Y'all want to talk to Santa?
Come on over
Come here and talk to Santa, okay? Hey, how in the world you doing?
Next week.
What's your name, huh?
Just hey.
You want to go there too?
Well, you want to sit here on Santa's lap?
Yeah.
And tell me what you'd like to have for Christmas, okay?
On the bike.
A bike?
My sister on the tricycle and my brother on the bike.
Okay, you want something for you and your brother and your sister, right? Well, that's a good boy. What, is this your brother over here?
Yeah.
Well, come here, brother. Come here and talk to me. What do you want for Christmas?
A bike.
A bike?
Football.
What color bikes y'all want? Huh?
A regular bike, a 10-speed.
A 10-speed bike. Okay, have y'all been good this year?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all gonna leave Santa something?
Myself.
Y'all gonna leave Santa something out to eat on Christmas Eve?
Yeah.
Are you? Old Santa likes milk and pecan pies and chocolate cake. You eat oranges and apples. Just leave me something out. Old Santa, he gets tired on Christmas Eve.
Want a sticker?
No, you can keep that smiley face. You're a fine-looking boy, both of you, okay? See you Christmas Eve. Oh, I've been around a long time. See how long my beard is?
Where's your girlfriend?
Hmm?
Where's your girlfriend?
Old Santa, he don't hear good sometimes. What'd you say?
Where's your girlfriend?
Oh, I don't have one. Mrs. Claus is back at the North Pole. Merry Christmas.